up and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to see how to do a battery replacement on a mid 2009 15-inch MacBook Pro. These unibody MacBooks are usually very easy to repair. Of course, I have a few repair experiences, but for those of you who don't have any experience in repairing, you guys can surely try this out because unibody MacBooks from 2008 till 2012 are all very easy to repair. After the unibody MacBooks are the one which are harder to repair. For me, I will rate this as a difficulty level 1. Okay, it's very easy. All you have to do is to follow these steps correctly in this video and you can just do it on your own. Of course, I know some of you have fears of repairing, that you might maybe spoil the computer or you might spoil your phone when you repair it. Of course, there are a few chances, but I think I would strongly recommend you to do this. I mean, if you can try this on your own rather than going to a shop and doing it. I'm going to teach you how to do it step by step, so you need not have to worry. So I'll show you from the start till the end on how to do it, and I will tell you how to easily do it also. So without further ado, let's get started into the video. So for this repair, we'll be needing our isopropyl alcohol and one permanent marker, a toolkit, and some tissue papers. Okay, so you can swap out this alcohol with some transparent tape, but the permanent marker is important, and I'll tell you why soon. So this is the only thing which you can replace with a tape. The rest are all the same. So here's our MacBook here. First, before we do our battery replacement, we have to shut this MacBook down. For those of you whose MacBook are totally dead, so they won't even turn on without the battery, you all don't have to do this step. But for those of you who you can turn on the MacBook, but it's just that the battery needs servicing and you need to replace it, you guys have to follow this step. So first, we're going to shut down this MacBook. So we'll just shut it down now. So now the MacBook is shut down now. So we're just going to close the lid. So after we close this lid, we're going to turn the MacBook around. Turn it in a way where the hinge is actually facing outwards. It's not facing towards you. This will be very easy for repair, because if you turn it the other way around, it's going to affect the repair and it's going to just be troublesome for you. So what we are going to do now is we are going to label. We are going to label all the screws here with this marker. So let's start labeling. For me, I have labeled just on the shell itself. For you, put the tape on top and you can label it. Okay, so now let's remove the screws. Okay. So we actually got to arrange the screws in order. Just arrange it. So the first screw is here, second screw, and yep, just follow the order. Okay guys, so now with the screw all taken out, let's lift open the top case. Okay, so I've actually taken it out, but for some of you whose top case is actually quite hard, because this is your first time opening your MacBook since the time you bought it, probably that will not be the case. But for some of you who's like that, you just gotta pry open the top a bit, and you can use like a spudger or something, and you can actually go through here. That was what I did for my first time of battery replacement. Actually, just pry it open a bit. You can just take out the screws. After that, you can just pry it open a bit, and you can just go through the whole laptop. Of course, the laptop will sometimes you'll be stuck here, so you gotta use some force to take it out. But just don't pry it open, because sometimes the bottom case might be bent, or just be careful about that. So now we are taking out the top case now. Mine is pretty clean, and so like, because I usually sometimes take it out and just brush it off. But for you, you might just give it a clean before you put it in later. So we're just going to focus on the battery now. And now what we are going to do is, like, we have around 3 screws to remove. So one is right here. So one is here, behind the tape here, behind the tape of the battery here. So you just got to lift it open to see one screw here. And the next one is here, beside the RAM. There are actually many screws in between which you should not remove, and you don't need to remove also. So all you need to do is remove 3 screws here. Just remember that. One is behind the tape here, and one is in the middle here, and one is all the way at the side. And so these are the 3 screws that we are going to remove. Okay guys, so now with the screws removed, what we are going to do is we gotta take it out, but you should not just pull this tab here, as this will damage the battery port here, and it might also cause permanent damage to your motherboard. so you got to be really careful about this. Just try to bring it out of place, but sometimes it might not be possible, because for me it actually came out here, but for some of you it might not come out. So just try to pry it open. For me it's like that. But if, for example, if your battery is really dead and you don't want to do it, so you can just like this to safely remove your battery, but you can either slide it open, or you can just do it like that also. For me, I just slide it out like that. So after we slide it out, we gotta lift the battery, lift it, and here I think you can see this is the cable going to the motherboard. So after we lift it, use a spudger and you can just unplug it. Sometimes spudgers don't work because like in my case it's actually fit inside here, but if it doesn't work, you can just always use your fingernails and or use your fingers and just, you know, pull it out. But be really careful in this part, because this is connecting to the motherboard, and if this is spoiled, you can never replace your battery, or you can never put a battery inside again until you do a motherboard repair, which is really going to cost very expensive. So be really careful about this. So just slowly, you know, take it out, and yep, and now our battery is free. After you have taken it out, any dust or anything, you can just give it a quick clean here, just in case if you need it. So after we have taken out the new battery, now it's time for us to put the new battery in. So what we are going to do is, we're going to take our battery here. Okay, of course I'm using my same old battery here because I don't need to replace my battery, but I'm saying, so this is for example, this is your new battery. So what we're going to do is connect the battery into the motherboard first. That's the first thing you should do. Connect it to the motherboard first. Okay, so once the battery is connected to the motherboard and it's just perfectly inside, just take your battery, slide it back in just like how you take it out. So after you have put the battery in, we're just going to screw it back. These screws for the 3 batteries here are different from the screws for the top case. So just remember to use a different bit here. Okay guys, so now we have put the screws for the battery and it's secured in place. So now it's time to put back the top case. Just make sure it fits in place. You have to align the top case, because if you don't align the top case, the screws won't fit properly, especially these corner screws. They are harder to, you know, just position and put it in. So just take note about that. And now let's put back the screws. So now with the screws all placed, let's turn on the MacBook. Okay, so now let's just turn it on here. Open it and turn it on. Yep, there you heard the chime here, and the MacBook just turns on. Yep. So yeah guys, for me my MacBook is turning on because I've used my same old battery that I used, but for you, you might have to charge it a bit before you turn it on. Just do remember that. Okay guys, so I don't want to waste your time by showing you how to remove the marker ink and all. I think it's very basic, we all know that, so I'm not going to show that. So yeah guys, that is it for the end of the video. Unibody MacBooks are very easy to repair, like I said before. Of course the battery replacement is very easy. And yeah guys, I hope you guys like this video. I hope it helped a lot of y'all using the 2009 MacBook or any unibody MacBook, because I think a lot of us still have the unibody MacBook with us. So yeah guys, so if this video is really helpful to you, I would really appreciate if you guys could subscribe to this channel and show me some support so I can keep helping you all and we all can grow together. Yeah guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.